Episode 6 Approaching Singularity. Tel Aviv's culinary scene continues to push boundaries in ways that would have been unimaginable just a few years ago. The city's latest TikTok sensation is Immersion, only one S, capitalized, dubbed the first immersive restaurant in Israel. For a fixed tariff that is topping the list of expensive places to eat dinner, you'll be transported literally into a theatrical production that engages all five senses in a secret location in old Jaffa. Picture this: a group of 20 guests, mostly Gen Zers, gathers at a meeting point of which they were informed only the night before. Together, they embark on a mysterious journey that begins with a pickup in a black van to the spot in which they find a long white table. This will be the spot for a multi-course feast, accompanied by immersive visuals, dramatic sound effects, and theatrical performances. Imagine being in that group, with the walls around you transforming into a cosmic landscape as stars and planets swirl across every surface. The lights dim, and a server appears through a cloud of liquid nitrogen vapor, presenting a plate where short ribs wrapped in cabbage leaves rest atop a layer of potato powder. As you take your first bite, the soundtrack shifts to Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, and the room fills with forest sounds. Before long, the scene changes again to the looks reminiscent of Jurassic Park, as you're handed a VR set to continue your experience into the abstract. To help you with some liquid courage, a server dressed as a flight attendant wheels in a cart with anise-flavored shots. This immersive restaurant is the brainchild of the young and talented chef Céline Neyman and her French technology-focused partner. Inspired by the Michelin-starred Ultraviolet restaurant in Shanghai, they spent a year and a half developing this first-of-its-kind experience in Israel. Video clips of influencers visiting immersion have surfaced across all social media channels dedicated to food, and they all look like the worst nightmares of a technophobic person. I was thinking about this new culinary experience as I walked through the streets of Jaffa, where old stone buildings have witnessed centuries of cultural evolution, trying to guess where that secret space is. Thinking about immersion, I understand why this city is the most fitting for this kind of technological experimentation. A fusion of cutting-edge technology with high-quality gastronomy is a blend that might as well be named Tel Aviv. Some might dismiss it as an Instagram gimmick, but it might be more profound than that. Another step in humanity's advancement towards singularity, when people who feel and sense are interlinked with computerized audiovisuals and pre-programmed sensors. My name is Tomer Shlush, and I've been guiding tours in Tel Aviv since 2008. I started out of fascination with my family history. The Shlush family was one of the founding families of Tel Aviv. My ancestors built this city, and I'm telling its story. The best way to get to know Tel Aviv better is by purchasing one of my audio tours. Here's one way to do just that. Numa Hotel on Jerusalem Boulevard in Jaffa offers an ideal base for exploring the historic port city and its up-and-coming neighborhoods. The rooms in this stylish hotel have large balconies overlooking Jaffa's most prominent avenue. After enjoying Numa's extensive buffet breakfast, you're perfectly positioned to begin my audio tour of Jaffa's American-German colony. The starting point is just a short stroll from the hotel. Starting at Gesher Theater, also situated on Jerusalem Boulevard, this audio tour guides you through the very first settlement built outside Jaffa's ancient walls. This audio tour retells the unusual story of devoted American and later German Christians who built their homes here with the hopes of finding salvation. It's a bit off the beaten track, so it's a great fit if you're not keen on visiting the more touristic sites of Jaffa. You can make sure you've downloaded my Jaffa's American German Colony audio tour before you head out, or you can download it on the go if you're set with a data package allowing for uninterrupted internet access. There's a link in the show notes to purchase my audio tour, A Jaffa Tour, the story of its American German colony. If you have any questions, you'll find all the ways to contact me on telaviv.tours. Tel Aviv is one word, no space, no hyphen, and there's a link in the show notes for your digital convenience. Following up on culinary experiences in Tel Aviv, I want to provide you with a short guide to food places in the city. While immersion represents the experimental edge of Tel Aviv's dining scene, the city offers culinary experiences for every palate and budget. Abu Hassan in Jaffa serves what many consider the best hummus in Israel. Arrive early as they close once they run out, usually by early afternoon. You'll find hummus joints all across Tel Aviv, and it's a great way to taste a dish loved by locals. After one plate of hummus, it's customary to go home and take a nap. So if you're in the middle of an intensive day of exploring, opt for sharing one plate of hummus. Otherwise, you're probably going to run out of energy. Similar to Abu Hassan's hummus, the falafel crafted by Hakosem on King George Street is considered exceptional. No wonder they call him Kosem, or wizard in Hebrew, drawing many locals and visitors. You can go there and try their falafel or go for the shawarma. That's either veal or turkey meat stacked as a cone and roasted on a slow turning spike. Meat prices have really gone up in recent years, but shawarma is still the unrivaled street food for carnivores in Tel Aviv. Moving on to upscale dining, here are some notable examples from the local culinary scene. Manta Rei provides stunning views of Old Jaffa and the Mediterranean Sea alongside fresh seafood dishes. Their attention to local ingredients is felt in every bite. North Abraxas Tzafon, helmed by celebrity chef Eyal Shani, has an ever-changing menu of seasonal vegetables and roasted meats, often served directly on butcher paper rather than plates, a signature Tel Aviv casual chic approach. This is actually something that you can see and feel in many food places in Tel Aviv, a kind of unpretentious approach to excellence. The finest restaurants often feature casual atmospheres with communal energy, where meticulously crafted dishes are served alongside local wines and craft beers. But don't be deceived, some of these easygoing places are highly coveted, and reservations need to be made in advance. I really recommend securing a place at one restaurant for each day of your visit to Tel Aviv, just to be on the safe side. Most times you won't need to put a deposit on an online reservation, so if your plans change, you won't be charged for canceling, even at the last minute. Tel Aviv is a world-class city, so you can find here the local version of every cuisine from around the world. My personal favorite is Thai House, Bait Thailandi, on Bugrashov Street, which serves authentic Southeast Asian cuisine. And being a vegan mecca, Tel Aviv boasts hundreds of vegan-friendly establishments, including vegan-only restaurants such as Meshek Barzilai in Neve Tzedek. For visitors, I recommend structuring your culinary exploration geographically, perhaps beginning with breakfast at Rothschild Boulevard Cafe, lunch at HaKarmel Market, dinner in Jaffa, and late-night cocktails in Florentine. This approach not only satisfies your appetite, but provides a sensory tour of Tel Aviv's diverse neighborhoods, each with its distinct flavors and atmospheres. Visitors to Tel Aviv in May 2025, be advised. The month begins with Independence Day from dawn till dusk celebrations on May 1st, marking Israel's 77th year of statehood. Go back and listen to previous episodes to learn more, especially episode 2, Noah at the Park. Mid-month brings Lag BaOmer on May 15th, after sunset, a holiday traditionally celebrated with bonfires across the country. This one isn't especially felt in Tel Aviv as kids go to school and adults to work. As a friend of mine usually says, if it's not a day of work, it's not a holiday, but folklore. In recent years, it's felt even less, as the main feature of the holiday, bonfires, had been recognized as the opposite of sustainability. Tel Aviv aspires to be more environment friendly and isn't afraid of reshaping an old tradition. So Lag BaOmer has diminished in its importance, but if you head out to Jerusalem on that day, you'd probably witness many bonfires, as the more traditional communities there still put old customs to a higher level of importance. The main festivities center around Mount Meron in northern Israel, where the ultra-Orthodox Jewish community celebrates. Towards the end of May 2025, Israel celebrates another folklorish holiday, Jerusalem Day, celebrated this year on May 26th. It's in commemoration of the reunification of Jerusalem following the 1967 Six-Day War. The main celebrations occur in Jerusalem with a flag parade through the Old City and are hardly felt elsewhere. It's worth mentioning that each one of the days I mentioned is another triumph of the Jewish people over its enemies. On Lag BaOmer, we celebrate the Jewish rebellion against the Roman Empire. On Independence Day, we celebrate the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948, withstanding a massive attack from neighboring Arab countries. And on Jerusalem Day, we celebrate the fact that Israel won yet another war and liberated its capital city in its entirety. All of these special occasions are actually great opportunities to visit Jerusalem and experience more of the local culture. Plus, public transit runs as usual these days, so you can easily get to Jerusalem and back. Just be aware that you'll be traveling with a larger than usual number of Israelis who participate in the festivities, and expect crowds of people at popular destinations. I'll elaborate on visiting Jerusalem in the next episode. Until then, I am Tel Aviv tour guide Tomer Shlush, signing off and hoping to see you soon in Tel Aviv.